Okay. I heard about this Juliana.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing to direct?
For me, I like directing from work that I've written myself. I'm a really slow writer, and Kuleana took me 11 years to write. So when I direct for my own work, it's really an act of patience, but that's what I prefer. So anything that I have the opportunity to craft from the ground up.
Sweet, cool.
Yeah.
And are you from Hawaii?
My family was born, I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, and my family moved to Hawaii, moved to the island of Maui in 1969. So I've lived there most of my life.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about Juliana?
Kuleana, I think that we've created an important work for the Hawaiian culture. We haven't had movies like Kuleana in Hawaii. In fact, Kuleana is right now going into its 6th week in theaters in Hawaii, and we're the first Hawaii movie to even screen in theaters in almost 10 years. So I think the most important thing that we're doing is starting to tell our own stories and inspiring others to do so as well. The people of Hawaii, we come from all over the world, and we have our own worldview. We have our own way of looking at the world, and I don't think that that's been represented accurately in films traditionally. So that's really the best thing about Kuleana, is it's our story, it's about our people, and it's authentic, told our way. So it's the beginning of something.
Wow, that's very cool.
Yeah.
That's very fascinating. Well, that's very fascinating for me to learn. Now, what does Juliana mean?
Kuleana means responsibility or spiritual responsibility. But like all Hawaiian words, it has many, many, many meanings. I think for me, I identify with Kuleana as the importance to honor those who came before while making the world a better place for those who follow. So that's how I feel about Kuleana.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what's the hardest thing for you to do, emotionally or physically, from Juliana?
Kuleana, the hardest thing for me is I've been a comedian my whole life. So I've been performing comedy, and I've been writing and directing and shooting comedy. And Kuleana is not a comedy; it's a mystery drama. Mm-hmm. So that's probably another reason why it took so long to write. It was a growth process for me, learning to trust drama and working in that particular form. So it's the first time that the world's ever going to see something from me that isn't supposed to be funny.
Oh.
So, but maybe you'll find parts of it funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's up to you. Yeah.
Is there any actors with disabilities in this film?
Well, yes, but I would point towards the lead character is an amputee. His character had just come back home in 1971 from the Vietnam War, where he had lost a leg. So the entire movie, the male lead is carrying a disability, is playing a disability.
Wow, and how did he lose a leg?
That's never really spoken of in the movie, but one would assume somehow in the war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I learned that. Because I learned open that much.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And the actor is Moranai Kanikoa. The other significant thing about Moranai Kanikoa in this role as Nohea is it's probably the second time in history that a native Hawaiian is playing a native Hawaiian lead character. So this is another way that Kuleana is really a groundbreaking motion picture. Not just the storyline itself, but really the way we've done it. The way we've done it together, and the ethnic diversity of the cast. It's the world we live in. We shouldn't be getting points for representing the world accurately. However, in our industry, historically, there's a real ethnic imbalance. Mm-hmm. And so a movie like Kuleana it's not that we're doing anything extraordinary. We're just doing things the way things should be done. Movies should be about the world and represented, and about the world we actually live in, with the people we actually inhabit the world with. This is my opinion.
Wow. So, what did the film have to do? How to direct?
I learned a lot. Every time you work on any project, you learn a lot. For me, it was about working with drama. That was one thing that was really a challenge. Trusting the material and having to having to work with people in a different way. Whereas I think with comedy, I've got a really good handle on that. And drama I wasn't so comfortable with. What I found was that drama was harder for me. But now that I'm comfortable with it, I can tell you it's a lot easier than working in comedy.
One last question here.
Yes.
Am I as cute as a lead actress?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
And will you be in our next movie?
Yeah.
We would absolutely love that if you would say yes.
Oh, yes.
Well, thank you.
Oh, cool.
It'll probably take me 13 years to bring it to the screen, but you'll have to be patient.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, there's a number of actors in this movie, and someone that you'll be speaking with in a little bit is Branscombe Richmond, who's a star, a Hollywood star, and it was really a joy to work with him. And another who will be here that I'm sure you'll have an opportunity to interview is Sonia Balmorris. She's an up-and-coming actress who's been in a lot of movies, Soul Surfer, and this is, I think, her first lead role in a major motion picture. So that's very exciting. Last fall, she was in a TV show, Marvel's Inhumans.
Oh.
So I think she'll be along soon, and you're going to have an opportunity to meet Sonia.
Well, I can't wait.
Yeah, me
Has
too.
she been in Soul Surfer?
She was in Soul Surfer as well.
Wow, and that's my favorite movie because it's about a girl who lost an arm.
Bethany Hamilton. Yep.
Yep, Bethany Hamilton.
In Hawaii, on Kauai. I believe Branscombe Richmond might have been in that movie too, so that's something you might want to ask him about.
Okay.
I know he worked on it, and I think he probably was in it as well.
Cool. Well, I just want to say thank you for interviewing this coolest producer, Brian Kohne.
Mahalo.